Hello, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and we're talking about starting a new job today. But not just anyone starting a new job. We're talking about somebody living with a disability, contending with a disability, and starting a new job. And some advice I saw recently from another attorney who said fair's fair. You have to disclose your disability before you're hired. What? What did you say? Are you out of your mind? There's no fair in employment law. There's people who get jobs and people who are victimized by discrimination and don't get jobs. And failure to hire cases are always trickier to prove and win than discrimination in the workplace cases, right? So, in the same way, there's no fairness standard if you're an at-will employee and your employer just fires you one day, right? There might be, protections against discrimination, protections against retaliation, protections against sexual harassment. But in most situations, in most jurisdictions, there's no fairness standard, right? No one's ever going to be sitting in a court having a case about whether or not a termination was fair, unless you're a member of a union or you have a contract protecting you, in which case you might actually have that hearing or something like it, right? But again, an at-will employee, which is most of the employees in the U.S., there's no fairness standard for whether or not you're fired, for your termination, right? So why are you then extending fair's fair, this fairness standard, to the employer when they're not required by law to extend it to you? And frankly, very, very rarely would they ever extend you any kind of fairness, right? That's not their job, and that's not really how most employers in the U.S. work. Maybe you can make an argument, it was different 50 years ago. Okay, I wasn't here. I don't know. I also don't care. It's not that way now. Nobody cares. Like, you're living in the past. It is what it is. Get with today. Help your clients, right? I should take it down a couple notches, huh? Perfectly good guy. Generally gives good advice. I got no problem with the guy. This is bad advice. This is dumb advice. And I'm not going to link to him because good guy, right? Helps people. Legitimately helps people. So here's what I would say. If you're a person living with a disability and you're interviewing for a new job, interviewing is competitive. You go in there, you put your best foot forward, and to the extent that they don't know you have a disability, keep it that way. Just don't lie. But don't mention it. Oh, you got the job? That's tremendous. I am really happy for you. Things are looking up. Great. Get a letter from your doctor saying what accommodations you need. Good. Yeah. First day, bring that letter in. Oh, they don't like it? Too bad. They have duties to you under federal law, and they may have duties to you under the laws of your state and your local jurisdiction as well. Okay? So that is how I want you to operate if you need accommodations at the workplace and you're starting a new job. Do not disadvantage yourself. There's no reason to. It will take you longer to find a job if at every interview you're like, yeah, so I would love to work here, but I do need these 3 accommodations for my disability. The employer's going to just say, oh, yeah, we can definitely do that. And then very often, because humans are deeply flawed, the employer is going to say, sure, but you're not the person for the job. We'd love to accommodate you. No problem with your disabilities. But this is a really competitive posting. We've got 30 applicants, and we're going with number 29, not you. Guess what? I bet you number 29 doesn't have a disability. I bet you number 29, she didn't need an accommodation. So maybe you screwed yourself by disclosing too early. And I don't want that for you, right? Everybody works, but not everybody wins. We need you to win. We're rooting for you here, okay? I hope this helps. You can call me dishonest if you want. I'm not telling you to lie. They didn't ask, you didn't tell. I don't like making a don't ask, don't tell joke. That doesn't feel right. But listen, just don't disclose. And if they do ask you up front if you have a disability, it's probably time to talk to an employment attorney already. Why are they doing that in the interview? Why are they probably part of their criteria for who gets the job if they're asking in the interview? That's very concerning, right? But if they don't ask because they care about the laws, then don't disclose. I'm repeating myself. But anyways, everyone, good luck out there, and I hope you all stay safe and happy and win at life.